Hi, friends. I hope you're doing well today. Today's readings will be Matthew chapters 5, 6, and 7, which are known to be as the Sermon on the Mount, the famous sermon Jesus gives to his disciples and many of the followers that we're starting to know who Jesus is. Chapter 5, it teaches Jesus talking about different aspects of the Old Testament, things that they are familiar with, but he challenges them to view things in a different lens. He talks about what it means to be a Christian, what it means to be one of his followers. He challenges some of the religious practices that they had and how to live a more meaningful life. Chapter 6 invites us to reflect and to realize that we should not depend on ourselves, that we shouldn't worry about different aspects of life, but rather to depend more on God, to believe that God will take care of us, that he will provide for our needs. And there's the famous Lord's Prayer in chapter 6. And so as you read the prayer, I want you to reflect on the aspects that are highlighted. What does it say about our life? Perhaps some of the things that worry about, some of the things that maybe we should be more intentional about. Chapter 7 is quite an interesting chapter. I see it as a chapter that Jesus is inviting us to not only work on ourselves, but how we relate to other people as well. It's a continuation of some of the things he disputes the Jews and others that are hearing him, how to live a meaningful life. And it's quite the interesting ending that we see in chapter 7. I want you to pay close attention to the final verses of chapter 7, how it ends and how people are left after Jesus finishes his sermon. And so I want you to reflect, how have we, as perhaps Christians, followers of Jesus, have been living our lives? And what does these chapters tell us how we should actually live? And how can we actually practice it? My prayer and hope is that God will speak to you through the Holy Spirit, and we can find more practical ways to live this message of the heavenly kingdom on earth.